Carlson for the point.
Back to better through the block and down.
Field goal. Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday evening. Class B girls basketball here tonight in Lisbon as the 0-1 Lisbon Broncos tangle with the Lemoore Litchfield on the season opener here for the Lobos. And a pleasant good Friday evening. I'm Chase Miller with you here in Lisbon on this first Friday of December as we are in full gear basketball molding Class B girls basketball openers across the state of North Dakota on Tuesday. Some teams have already played a couple of games, while others are just getting their first one here tonight for the visitors in Lemoore Litchfield. And on the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, they open up the season back on Tuesday, and they fell at the hands of Maple River 52-50 here in Lisbon. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Thank you very much for tuning in as we are about 15 minutes or so from the opening tip and the starting lineups. Irie Insurance. Follow your insurance requests. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That's irieins.com. A season ago for the Lobos, they went 14-7, losing to Kidder County in the Region 3 quarterfinals. Back from last year's team, a couple of good senior athletes in Molly Muslin, a 5'9" senior guard, averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds a season ago, and had a team-high 79 assists. And then you have with her, Tessa Rasmussen, a sophomore, a 5'7". Rasmussen averaged 9 points and 2 rebounds per contest. And the other senior, Molly Robbins, a 5'7" senior forward, averaged 7 points and 7 rebounds and had 53 assists from a year ago. When you look at Lemoore Litchfield, nearly everyone returns from last year's team that went 14-7. And under head coach Mitch Carlson, his 9th season at the bench here for LLM, have done awfully well over the last 5 seasons, 14 or more wins in every year, and 3 of those they have gone 20 or more wins. The last time they made a state tournament, that came in 2020, so 2 years ago they finished 6th at state for the Lobos. On the opposite side here for the Lisbon Broncos, head coach by Barb Sweet, her 12th season on the bench here for the Broncos. A really good first half against Maple River. They got up 13-16 at the half. They hit a couple 3-pointers early, and Ashes Sweet and Kyra Heckrell leading the floor with 14 points apiece, and Sweet had 2 made 3-pointers, but the second half was one that Barb Sweet and the team would like to kind of forget about and get back in the win column. Kind of what you expected in game number 1. You'll see some good, you'll see some bad. And for Barb Sweet, they've had a couple of practices on Wednesday and Thursday to try to work out a few kinks and try to get in the win column. Still a clean game for the Lisbon Broncos in the first half. Second half, though, Maple River put some pressure on and able to try to get it out of the bigs' hands of Taylor Gilbert and Ellie Rieger on the inside. We'll see how Lisbon can kind of counter that a little bit here in game number 2. It's the Lisbon Broncos, and alongside Lemoore Litchfield here tonight, it's our Irie Insurance pregame show. Still to come from Lisbon, the starting lineups and the opening tip. But before then, we'll sit down with both head coaches. First up is LLM head coach. That is Mitch Carlson. And then we'll hear from Barb Sweet as well. It's the Lobos and the Broncos tonight in Class B Girls Hoops here on your live event.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devil's Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight, it's Region 1 versus Region 3 in Class B girls basketball. The Lisbon Broncos host the Lemoore Litchfield Lobos. With us is Lobos head coach, that's Mitch Carlson. And Mitch, for your team, you had to wait a little extra couple of days than the rest of the state, I guess, to get things underway. But regardless, season opener tonight, win, lose, or draw. As a coach, what are 4 quarters of basketball? What do you want to see from the girls here this evening, Mitch?
Well, like any other coach, we want to look for an improvement. Actually, it's the first game of the year, so we're going to see where we sit. We got some younger girls coming into play, and we're sort of seeing where they're going to fit in the system type right now. We got some returners, but we got some inexperienced girls playing tonight too. So the biggest thing I'm looking for is how is everything going to fit.
You mentioned fit, and I know it probably helps to have a Molly Muslin, so to speak, that kind of caliber of player. You look at her stats from last year, I know a bunch of people are probably going to ask you about Molly, but outside of her, Mitch, who are some other players that as the season progresses that you want to see continue to make those strides and step up?
Like you said, Molly Muslin's averaged about 17 points a game for us last year, but we have 2 other girls. Molly Robbins, she was about that 8-9 points per game average. She's coming back this year, and she gives an all-around game for us from defense and ball handling. And Tess Raspin played a lot for us as a freshman last year. She'll go in a starting role this year. She averaged about 9 points a game last year as a freshman, so good shooter. And those are our 3, probably our main scorers, but we have some other girls that can step up this year, too, to put some points on the board.
Going up against Lisbon, it's a nice drive, I guess, from Region 1 to Region 3, where Lisbon kind of is. It seems like you go up against a Coach Sweet team a number of years here, Mitch. So what do you expect from the Lisbon Broncos here later tonight?
Usually they play hard, they play aggressive. We'll expect some hard man-to-man defense against them. They're going to come out with some full-court pressure at times in the game, and we got to be ready for that because they play hard against us every year.
Final thing for you, I know you get a couple non-region games and you get right into the tough Region 3, whether it's a Carrington, a Lytton HMB, a Kidder County. It seems like every year there's a number of teams in your region, Mitch, to try to get out of. I'm guessing it's going to be very similar here in 2021-22, right?
Yeah, nothing has changed. same old type deal. But yeah, we have some tough teams in our region. We have a tough district. Oaks is going to be playing well. We got, of course, Carrington, like you said. And once you get out of district too, you got some tough region teams in Region 3. District 6 has some quality teams, and a lot of teams lost some players, but not a great deal. So it's going to be a battle this year, and we'll see in 2.5 months, see where everybody sits.
Mitch, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here tonight against the Broncos.
Okay, thank you very much.
Head coach for the Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. That again is Mitch Carlson with us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. After tonight for the Lobos, they'll partake in the Barnes County girls basketball tournament at Valley City State University. That'll begin on Tuesday, December the 7th. They'll play again on December the 9th, and then they'll have their place contest on December the 11th. 6 teams will be at that Barnes County basketball tournament that begins on Tuesday. Region 3, District 5, Hoopster preseason rankings. Well, Lemoore Litchfield Marion the favorite with Carrington the Cardinals #2 and the Oaks Tornadoes at #3, followed by Edgeley, Colma, Pillier, Griggs, Makota, Ellendale, and Barnes County North. A little bit different between Region 1 and Region 3. Region 3 still has the districts of District 5 and District 6 to try to be a top 4 team in your district to get to the regions. Well, in Region 1, they just have the Super Regional Tournament where everyone makes the regional tournament. It's just a matter of seeds 1 through 4. You would get a bye to the quarterfinals, while seeds 5 through 8 would have to then play in a play-in. We heard from LLM head coach, that's Mitch Carlson. When we come back after the break, we'll hear from Lisbon Bronco head coach Barb Sweet, all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip tonight. It's the Lisbon Broncos and Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos here on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drug Store remind you from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lemoore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine are available. Plus, get your flu shot today. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales, and let Lemoore Drug Store be your one-stop shop for Christmas gifts and holiday decor. Lemoore Drug Store, located at the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to lemooredrugstore.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Friday night in Lisbon, it's Region 1 against Region 3 here in Class B girls basketball. With us now on our Irie Insurance pregame show is Lisbon head coach, that's Barb Sweet. Game number 1, I know you probably would like to end up on the 2-point win instead of the 2-point loss, but you saw some of the good, and I'm sure you saw some stuff that you probably knew you were going to see in game 1 of a regular season, Barb.
Oh, for sure. We did. We had a nice first half. We saw some really nice things that we knew that we were capable of doing. We just need to learn how to finish a game.
And you're going up against Lamar Litchfield Marion. The opponent probably doesn't get any easier tonight in terms of Molly Muslin and what she has, and there's a couple other players. But when you take a look at the Lobos, who or what kind of stands out tonight here, Barb?
Yeah, the Lobos have a really nice program. They are one of the top contenders in that region all the time. So Molly Muslin, yes, Molly Robbins is a good player. They've got some shooters that are back. They're not very big, so we might outsize them, which might be helpful for rebound-wise, but they're always tough. They play a salty 2-3 zone, and they'll press the heck out of us, so we'll need to be able to weather that storm better than we did the other night.
Game number 2, and I remember asking you Tuesday night just in terms of what are some things that you want to see improvement on as the season progresses. I know it's 72 hours down the road here, Barb, but what are some things that you do as a coach want to see from game number 1 to game number 2 in terms of improvement?
Well, it's always the same thing. You want to make sure that the things that you're doing in practice translate into a game. We saw some things that we needed to change. We worked on them in practice. We talked about, when we call this offense or that out of bounds play, we need to be able to get our brain around it. It's a fast-paced game, and they have to have their brains going fast-paced.
The one thing off the bench, obviously Heckrell, obviously Emerson Schultz had a pretty nice game as well, doing a lot of the dirty work, maybe not in the stat column, but you see as a coach. What did you like about those two girls on Tuesday night?
Well, those are two really nice players, and they're going to see a lot of varsity minutes. Emerson is a nice-sized kid, can shoot the three-pointer, and we have her going inside. She's got a great left hand because she's left-handed. So she cleans up the boards on the weak side for us, and she is strong. Kyra Heckrell's, she's just an athlete. She can go up and grab the ball. Once we get her to learn to be greedy on the inside and go up and score out of not just fast breaks or steals, but just post up, she's going to be tough to beat.
Hey, Barb, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here against the Lobos.
Thank you very much.
That is Lisbon Bronco head coach Barb Sweet with us here again on our Irie Insurance pregame show. After tonight for the Lisbon Broncos, they're going to play against the Hankinson Pirates on the road in Hankinson on Tuesday to get back into Region 1 play. Then they'll have a week off before they play Tri-State, then at Enderlin at December the 17th before partaking in the University of Jamestown shootout at the against Kidder County on December 18th to close out the 2021 portion of their schedule. Out-of-town scoreboard here tonight, non-region play. Hankinson at Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier. That game in Edgeley this evening. Fargo South at Fargo Oak Grove, and a Class A at Class B meeting. Hillsborough Central Valley travels down to Colfax for a date with the Richland Colts. South Border at Ellendale, and then you have Partial at Linton HMB for some games in Region 3 and in Region 1 for the Lobos, a quality club again that has made state in 2015 and 2020 as of late. On the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, they're going to be looking for their first state tournament appearance as the season progresses since 1998. But two teams that are awfully good here in this region that you're going to hear more about is the Central Cass Squirrels and alongside the Kindred Vikings. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. We come back after this. It's the starting lineup and the opening tip tonight from Lisbon here on your live event.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we get ready for the starting lineups here tonight between Lemoore Litchfield and the Lisbon Broncos, it's the season opener here for the Lobos this evening. And the Lisbon Broncos, it is game number 2 after falling short by 2 points against Maple River back on Tuesday night, 52-50 here in Lisbon. Chase Miller with you alongside Lincoln Adair running the camera here tonight as we take a look at the starting lineups first for the visitors. That is Lemoore Litchfield, and they'll goes like this. Rose Wendell, a 5'4" senior guard. Also with her in the starting lineup, Molly Muslin. Muslin averaged 19 points per game last season. Abby Haberman, the 5'6" senior forward. Alongside with her, you have Tessa Rasmussen, the 5'9" sophomore. And then Molly Robbins, the 5'7" senior forward here for Lemoore Litchfield. So Wendell, Haberman, Rasmussen, Robbins, and Muslin. The Lobos head coach by Mitch Carlson in his 9th season at the bench for LLM. For the Lisbon Broncos, they're going to roll like this, kind of their white uniforms here this evening. They'll go with Asha Sweet, the 5'4" senior guard, had 2 made threes and 14 points in their season opener against Maple River. Kaya Sweet, her cousin, a 5'4" sophomore guard as well. So Sweet in the backcourt. Heckrell, a 5'10" a sophomore forward with 14 points off the bench. She'll be in the starting lineup this night, but off the bench back on Tuesday. Taylor Gilbert, the 6' senior center, and Ellie Rieger, the 5'10" senior forward, and 9 points on the season opener against the Raiders. So Sweet and Sweet of Asha and Kaya, Heckrell, Gilbert, and Rieger, the starting lineup here for the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon with 4 made three-pointers in their season opener. They went 3 of 13 from the free throw line. Again, it is the season opener, though, for Lemoore Litchfield here on this Friday, December the 3rd. Thank you very much for tuning in to High School Athletics. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com to check out the complete rundown of what we have for next week as girls basketball in full swing. Class A gets going tonight and throughout the weekend for hoops. We've already seen hockey and wrestling on the floor, so it is full winter season mode and felt like it a little bit yesterday for those driving in and around the Red River Valley area with some snowstorm and Mother Nature. Opening tip is underway, and it's won by Heckrell here at 7:34 on a Friday night. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock as the Lobos will come out in a little man-to-man defense. Going on the inside right off the bat, Gilbert. Hang shoots that one off the backboard, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch off the Lisbon Broncos. So Lisbon have a half-court man-to-man defense against Maple River back on Tuesday night. Then they came out more in a diamond full-court press in the second quarter. The Lobos right now with the basketball running a little flex offense. They go to the right baseline. Off that flex cut was Tessa Rasmussen for the opening 2 points of the game. Sweet now in the front court here for the Broncos, trying to answer. Lisbon had a nice start against the Raiders back on Tuesday night, hitting 3 3-pointers in the opening couple minutes, getting up 9-3, and then got it up to as much as a 17-point halftime lead. Gilbert spins, trying to get an up and under off the window. That time it will rattle in. Excuse me, that'll be Rieger. Rieger with the 2 points for the 5'10 senior forward. Jumper on the way from the left wing is good by the Lobos. Molly Muslin didn't take her too long to get that shot off. It's now 5-2 LLM. In the front court, here are the Broncos. That's Sweet. Gives it to Asha. Asha wants an answer three-pointer long. Backside rebound coming out. That's to Amber Haberman, her first. Quickly up the floor in transition. Rasmussen goes through some contact and picks up the foul. Gilbert will pick up her first, team's first, at the free throw line. Or they're going to say it's on the floor. They will say it is in the act of shooting. So Lobos will go to the stripe to shoot the pair. Rasmussen to shoot two. Lobos got up early with the two-pointer by Rasmussen, answered by Rieger, and then we had a three-pointer last possession for the Lobos with Muslin. Free throw attempt is long. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. Right-handed toss of Rasmussen is good. 1 of 2 from the stripe. Lobos extend their lead to 4 in the opening 91 seconds and see where the Broncos can go. Talking to Barb, Sweet wants to get some more post touches. We've seen that with a couple of touches there to Rieger. That's a nice pass, Gilbert to Rieger inside the paint. That one rattles out. Sweet goes up with it, gets the offensive rebound, and she'll get rewarded with 2 free throw attempts. Foul upcoming here on Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. This would be their first foul. This would be on Wendell, her first, and the team's first. And something that we've seen early by Lisbon, trying to get that post touch to either Rieger or Gilbert. They have the size on the interior. If they come down and hedge down from the guard spot, you can kick it out to a Kai or Asha Sweet as an example for a 3, or if they don't, go one-on-one. Free throw attempt number 2 from the line is pure. Broncos go 2 for 2 from the stripe. They're back within 2. Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. Wendell drives, weaving action. Muslin guarded there by Heckrell. Now it goes to Robbins. Robbins with the basketball, top of the key. Back-hander defender down, finds it now to Rasmussen. Rasmussen invents a shot from 13, is short, and it's going to be Sweet with their second rebound of the contest. Asha now crossing the timeline here. Lisbon can tie with a bucket or take a lead with a and 1 or a 3. Posting up on the inside is Rieger. Going to try to reverse it, jumping the passing lane is Muslin, who looks to go coast to coast, and she's going to get fouled. Kaya Sweet's going to make Molly earn it at the free throw line. Sweet picks up her first, team second at the free throw line to shoot 2 as Muslin so far with 3 points in the contest, with her and Tessa Rasmussen both with a team high with 3. Muslin free throw attempts is good. Substitution into the contest, we'll see Nora Delabar, the 8th grader. She'll check in for Abby Haberman. Delabar, if that name sounds familiar, well, Andy is her dad, and the Lobos won the 9-man state championship this season. Molly Muslin goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 8-4. Lobos with the advantage. Heckrell leaves it. Gilbert inside, trying to force one to Rieger. Delabar was there, able to get the touch, and a turnover on Lisbon. Going the other way, Robbins, easy opportunity, but can't get that one to go. Delabar gets a crack at it. Robbins with the ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the Lobos. So Robbins gets a rebound. Delabar gets a board. And now an opportunity here for Lemoore Litchfield-Marion to extend their 4-point lead. Lisbon will continue in this man-to-man defense. A couple of cross screens, gets Muslin open for a jumper. That's short. Delabar can't clear the miss, and a rebound underneath. It's going to go to Taylor Gilbert, her first. Sweet will set up the offense. Little 4-out, 1 in. The 1 right now is Rieger. She's asking for it, and she gets Delabar for the foul. Nora will have her first, team second, and we'll have a fresh 35 on the shot clock here for the Lisbon Broncos. Inbounding it to the right of the baseline will be Kaya Sweet. As Sweet tries to get in before a 5 count, finds Rieger, who flashes to the top of the key. Rieger with the basketball, sees a double team to Sweet, now to Asha. Gilbert asking for it on the inside, nice up and under move. Ball gets partially deflected in there. It's going to be Robbins, and then we get a foul in the backcourt. It's This might be on Heckrell on the reach, and it is. Cairo will pick up her first, team's third, so you got one on Heckrell, one on Kaya Sweet, and one right now on Gilbert here for the Lisbon Broncos. 2 team fouls for LLM, Window with 1 and Delabar with 1 as well. This goes a high post touch to Delabar. Delabar takes a dribble, kick out, three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark, no good. A rebound, though, by Wendell, her first. Posting up on the inside is Rasmussen. Instead, Molly Muslin will take a ball screen, but that's going to be illegal as Rasmussen was not set. Tessa with her first, team's third, and we'll have a substitution in the contest as the Lobos will pick up a little full court pressure. Abby Haberman will check in for Tessa Rasmussen. Broncos have yet to make a substitution out there with their original starting 5. With it, it's going to be Sweet. She breaks the press. Sweet looks to find a pass to Heckrell. That ball gets tipped out of bounds by Robbins, as we'll stay with Lisbon. So the Broncos to inbound it with Kaya Sweet to the left of the baseline. Asha has it to the left baseline now. Takes a couple hard dribbles. Bounce pass top of the key. That's Rieger. Rieger's going to drive to the baseline. Spins into a double team. Leaves it off now as that's going to be with Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get by her defender. Can't. Now to the right-hand side. Rieger with a shot fake. Inside pass to Gilbert. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Kick out. Sweet. High arching 3. That one's going to hit the back iron. Robbins gets the board. Molly with it in the front court now. Thought about a three-pointer for a second, leaves it now between the circles. Ball goes to Wendell. Sweet almost gets the steal, then almost goes into the front row on the far side. 3:42 left to play here in the first quarter. A little choppy for both teams early on as they're probing each other, trying to figure out and get a little footing early on. Tessa Rasmussen will check back into the contest here for LLM as Molly Muslin will handle it between the circles. Now to Robbins, open three-pointer, so she'll shoot it. That one off the mark. Heckrell tries to get the board. Ball will go out of play. That's touched off the Lobos as you had Rasmussen and Muslin underneath battling it with Heckrell. The Broncos see a full court press. Lisbon with Sweet takes a ball screen now. She gets across the timeline with a couple seconds to spare. Open in the right corner is Kaya Sweet for a second. Now she takes a screen up top, shovels a pass down the inside. Rieger to the baseline, off the window, good for 2. Ellie Rieger has 4 points to lead the floor for the Lisbon Broncos, who are back within 2. The Lobos with Muslin, leaves it right-hand side to Robbins. Robbins takes a ball screen, comes inside a 17-footer, nothing but twine. Robbins, the third Lobo now in the scoring column, and Lamore Litchfield-Marion back up by 4. It's kind of been that 6 to 4 points for most of this first quarter that the Lobos have been in front. With it now, it's going to be Kaya Sweet. Sweet going to go hard, and she's going to force one up. The shot gets partially blocked, but almost like a pass goes right to Heckrell. Heckrell with the board and the 2 points, and Lisbon is back within 2. Almost kind of double team Sweet that time, and then Heckrell was open. Robbins, shot fake, takes 2 dribbles, tries to finish with the left hand and does. Smooth by Molly Robbins, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll break. 2:20 left to play here in the first quarter. LLM leads by 4 here on your live event.
I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
If you want
back here in Lisbon, 12-8 Lobos over the Broncos right now. Chase Miller, Lincoln Adair with you here from the Crow's Nest high on top here in Lisbon. Early on, Lamore Litchfield-Marion up by 4. Got the opening 2 points. Lisbon answered. It was tied at 2-2, but since then the Lobos have held the lead for most of the duration of the first quarter. Full court press after the timeout by Barb Sweet and the Broncos. The Lobos, full court pressure here, and this one's going to get batted to the backcourt with 28 seconds left on the shot clock. So we'll see what the Broncos draw up here. Sweet will handle it. Now in the backcourt. That goes to Asha, and we're going to have a 10-second violation in the backcourt. As they're going to say that it was touched, but there was nothing there in terms of a change of possession. So the Broncos will have their third turnover here of the contest. And see on the baseline for the Lobos. Jumper on the way. That's going to be short after the shot by Rasmussen. Rebound underneath to Gilbert, her second. Now it's with Sweet. Sweet lit the head up. Fires it to Hecker on the left baseline. Lost it off her knee. Back-to-back possessions here for the Broncos. Ends up via a turnover. Robbins with it now at the top of the key. Looks for a ball screen. Takes one. Comes into an open three on the way. That one's going to be long, and a rebound to Asha. Asha uses up that dribble. Looks for a backdoor pass. Delabar, though, is there in the passing lane. Ball gets pinballed around. Open is Haberman. Three-pointer's good. Abby with the triple. It's the fourth Lobo in the scoring column, and LLM with their largest lead at 7 here late in quarter number 1, and another turnover here on Lisbon. Something that plagued them particularly in the second half was the turnovers against Maple River in that third and fourth quarter, where it just gets to be a little tough at times when you're not able to get a shot up and you see the opposition making the most out of it. So we'll check into the contest now for the Broncos. A little dribble handoff here for LLM, as that's going to be with Muslin. Muslin splits a pair of Broncos, forces one up and gets it to go. Molly Muslin now at the game-high 7. Delabar underneath gets the steal, but the Broncos will get it right back with Emerson Schultz. Schultz with 6 points in the season opener on Tuesday night. We do have a foul here. This one will be on Abby Haberman, her first and the team's fourth, under 60 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Broncos set to inbound. As they do, they'll have it to the aforementioned Schultz. Schultz to the top of the key will work out the offense here. They look to get it on the inside. Schultz going to get close for a 5-second call. Instead, it goes to Waletsko. Waletsko top of the key, takes a ball screen, leaves it to Sweet on the interior. Now that's Rieger, tiptoes the baseline, forces pass on the inside. Robbins is there for the steal. And the Lobos are going to break the other way. About a half-second differential between shot clock and the game clock. Robbins sees a three. That one's going to rattle out. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, and it goes to Lisbon. That one was guarding Molly at the top, so she said, hey, I'll take a shot from straight on from 3. Checking out of the contest will be Kaya Sweet. Coming in as Asha. And Lisbon can take the final shot of the quarter if they so desire. This one goes into the corner. Rieger's there now to Sweet. Up the floor to Waletsko. Waletsko has to turn, does find Sweet now to Heckrell. Has been able to break the press. Back to Sweet. Under 10 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Schultz. Waletsko posting up on the interior. Ball gets skipped to Heckrell. Backdoor fast to Sweet. Left-handed layup. That's going to rattle out. Waletsko put back though. Good for 2. And that's how we'll end quarter number 1. After 1 quarter play, it's Lemoore Litchfield-Marion 17, the Lisbon Broncos 10. It's high school girls basketball here on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
As we're back here on your live event, 17-10 after 1 quarter of play. Lemoore Litchfield-Marion leads it by 7 over the Broncos. Lisbon looking to get a little spark in quarter number 2 after a Let's Go putback beat the buzzer. So the Broncos down by 7. You know, Lemoore Litchfield Marion will continue to press as they were able to get a handful of turnovers against the Broncos in that first quarter. Lobos running off a screen as Wendell to the left wing. Coming up now is going to be Muslin. Open three-pointer on the way. That's long. Ball gets tipped out right to the front of Heckrell, her second board. And now the Lisbon Broncos will handle it with Schultz. Emerson. So a little shovel pass right-hand side. The Lobos now for the first time tonight will have a 2-3 zone. Ball goes to the top of the key. Ripping one through. There's going to be Rieger. Rieger might get called for the traveling violation. She does. And we'll see it now to LLM. Ball will handle it here for the Lobos with Wendell. Wendell at the top of the key, leaves it right-hand side. Little shot fake action. Now a three-pointer on the way by Rasmussen. That one's going to go off the front iron, and her board comes to Rieger, her first of the contest. With it now is Asha Sweet, quickly to Heckrell. She's open at the right baseline, won't take the three against this 2-3 zone. Rieger's pass gets intercepted by Muslin, who looks to go coast to coast. And Emerson Schultz gets back, but got her hand caught in the cookie jar. Her first and the team's fourth, and Muslin will go to the free throw line to shoot the pair. Molly so far with a team-high 7 points, a made three-pointer. She's 2 of 2 from the line, and last season had 19 points per game. Well on her way to that average here tonight as she makes free throw attempt number 1. The Lobos 4 of 5 so far tonight from the charity stripe. Second of the right-handed toss is going to be off the mark, and ball will go out of play. Last touch off of Bailey Kelly, the 5'10 freshman, into the contest here for head coach Mitch Carlson. Also seeing an 8th grader there in Nora Delabar as well, getting some minutes. Broncos see the press. Well, let's go. Might have got away with a walk regardless. Sweeten's going to give it right back. The 11th turnover of the game for Lisbon. Muslin in the front court. Shot fake there by Rasmussen. Rasmussen crossing over, left-handed hip-high dribble. Spins and shoots, and that one's going to be off the iron. Rebound comes down to Rieger, her second of the contest. Lisbon have to get this one over before a 10-second call. They do with a second to spare to Asha Sweet. Sweet with the basketball, gives it to a Let's Go at the right baseline. Trying to get a high post touch here for Lisbon. Rieger's asking for it. Instead it goes to Heckrell. Heckrell with it, cross court on the skip to Schultz. Schultz goes inside to a Let's Go, but getting her hand in the passing lane is going to be Tessa Rasmussen. Rasmussen up the floor to Wendell. Wendell back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen, three on the way. That's good. Tell you what, the Lobos are not scared to shoot in transition. If you're not going to guard them, they'll take the shot. It's their first double-digit lead against the Broncos here tonight, and another turnover. And we have a turnover for a turnover there, as we'll have a couple of substitutions as Sweet, that's Kaya, and you'll have Gilbert check in for Lemoore Litchfield, for the Lisbon Broncos. Rasmussen on the floor. Also with her, you have Georgia Lettenmeyer, a 5'10 freshman. Molly Robbins back in as well. Lettenmeyer here for the Lobos, getting some action in the second quarter. 5:35 left to play before we get to the half. Lobos will play a little man defense now as they switch out of that 2-3 zone. Sweet takes a ball screen, uses up that dribble there now, flips one out to the top of the key. All staying in offense right now by the Broncos. 3 out, 2 in. They're trying to get a post touch. Nothing there. Now to Emerson Schultz. Schultz inside. That's going to go to Gilbert. Gilbert forces one up off the mark. No good. A board comes underneath to Rasmussen. She's got 3 Broncos around her, but able to get it out on the outlet. Lobos, Robbins. Robbins will tee one up from 14 feet left elbow long. Backside rebound. That's going to go off the mark by Hammerman, but another offensive board for the Lobos. We'll see if the third time's a charm on this possession. Muslin uses up that dribble now as that goes in the hands of Rasmussen. Ball gets skipped to Robbins. Robbins goes hard down the baseline. Scoop shot off the bottom of the rim. And Let's Go gets the board. Just over 4 minutes to play here before we get to our halftime show. A look at the first half numbers and a preview what's ahead for both these two teams and what's upcoming on your live event. And we're going to get a reaching violation on Rasmussen. Got enough of Kaya Sweet. Rasmussen will pick up her second, team's 5th. A fairly clean game in that category so far, as Rasmussen is the only Lobo really in any foul trouble, as Wendell will check back into the contest. Fresh 35 on the shot clock, and Lisbon will inbound the basketball. One thing, though, for head coach Barb Sweet's team, after playing Maple River on Tuesday night and what they've seen here against the Lobos, full court press and just trying to take care of the basketball will be something as the season progresses here for the Broncos. Heckrell leaves it now to Sweet. Kaya is going to drive, look back door for a Heckrell, and jumping the gap going to be Robbins there for the Lobos. Robbins now top of the key, guarded by Willetsko, crossing over, kick out to Wendell. Wendell with it, back to Robbins. Robbins will set up the offense here as the Broncos have been exclusively out in this man defense. Willetsko tries to get the steal, nothing there. Ball goes short corner, and a good job on the help defense there by Gilbert as the pass was intended for Lettenmeyer. Broncos call it the offense. Schultz, left-handed dribble, uses it up, leaves it. Now it's going to be stolen away by Wendell. Wendell up the floor quickly, has an open Molly Muslin for 2 points. Muslin, the first in double figures. She has 10 of the Lobos' 23 with 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. We'll take a break as well. Timeout on the floor. Lobos trying to stretch out their lead here late in the first on your live event.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
23-10, 3:28 left to play in the first half. Lamore Litchfield-Marion leads it over the Lisbon Broncos here on your live event. After this game gets done for the Lobos, they will play Maple River and head coach Nathan Hoots' squad on Tuesday, December the 7th at the Barnes County Tournament at 4:30. Then at 6, it's Sargent County and Enderlin at 7:30 on Tuesday. Wymer Lidgerwood, the Warbirds, going up against Barnes County North. So the Barnes County Tournament begins on Tuesday in Valley City. Right now for the Lobos, playing awfully well, as you can see, as the game has progressed, getting a little more in rhythm for their season opener. The Broncos, good first quarter, but they haven't been able to get that post touch that they're looking for, and right now 6 seconds on the shot clock. Sweet's going to have to give it on the inside. That goes to Rieger, back to Sweet. This one from 24 feet is short, doesn't hit the iron. And it goes right back to LLM. A little bit stagnant of an offense, but you can give some credit to Lobos right now playing really good defense as they'll make a substitution as Kelly will check in. What's coming out will be Lettenmeyer. And the Broncos need to get some defensive stops here. They've done it well so far. They've only given up 2 field goals in this second quarter. The problem, they haven't scored any points. They had 10 points after the opening 8 minutes, and they haven't scored since. 3-pointer on the way. This one is going to be off the mark. Heckrell skies for the rebound after the miss there by Rasmussen. Heckrell now handles it, leaves it left-hand side open. It's Gilbert. She takes a dribble, uses that up, skips it to Rieger. Rieger with a shot fake, takes 2 dribbles to the baseline, jumper long, and a board underneath to Wendell, her second. Rose scoreless on the evening, leaves up the floor to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sees a couple Broncos comes through, dribble, pull up. That one's going to be off the mark, and a board underneath. This goes to Gilbert, her third, and a foul on the Lobos. Kelly will pick up her first, team 6th. So from here on out, the Lisbon Broncos will be in the bonus opportunity as the Lobos right now have a little full court press. This one more of a 2-2-1 variety, trying to see if they can maybe get a trap. If not, everyone gets back well defensively as the Lobos get into a little 2-3 zone. Ball goes to the right-hand side for Sweet. Sweet handles it there, reverses, bounce pass on the inside, goes to Gilbert. Gilbert rips it through and gets fouled in the act of shooting. Taylor will go to the free throw line. There'll be the 7th foul on the night here for LLM. Kelly will pick up her second and the team 7th. Lisbon right now with 16 turnovers to the Lobos 4. Lobos 4 of 6 from the free throw line. The Lisbon Broncos now 2 of 3 from the charity stripe after Gilbert misses the first. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Lisbon. Trying to get to 1-1 on the season early on. Gets the second one to go to Gilbert. If you're a Lisbon Bronco fan, if you can get this one down to 6, maybe 7 points before the half, considering your offensive woes, you'll take it. But you need another stop here. It's been a fun matchup to see Heckrell against Molly Muslin right now. Good job getting in front for Lisbon. Banging that ball away is Gilbert. And the Lobos will call out the offense with 19 seconds here on the shot clock. Ball goes to the right-hand side, Wendell. Guard there by Sweet, handles it between the circles on this weaving action. Robbins goes hard down the paint. That one's going to be off the mark. On the shot there by Muslin, Gilbert gets her 4th rebound. Now it's to Sweet. Sweet gets by her defender. Finds Kaya Sweet in the baseline. Bounce pass underneath. This goes to Rieger. Rieger shot no good. And a really good box out by Haberman, her 3rd. Wendell crossing over. Extra pass now to Robbins. Robbins drives, leaves it left-hand side. 3-pointer by Haberman is no good, but Wendell gets her 3rd rebound and a fresh 35 for the Lobos. Ball goes underneath to Haberman. Haberman shot no. Rebound to Gilbert. She's already got 5 to lead the floor. Under 50 seconds to play here in the first half. The Broncos trying to get this deficit down to single digits before halftime. Top of the key. It's going to be Gilbert around the horn to Sweet. Sweet finds Heckrell to the baseline. Heckrell gives it back to Sweet. 14 seconds down the shot clock. Kaya at the left wing, bounce pass to Heckrell. Trying to get the high post touch. That one's almost going to get thrown away, and it is. Molly Muslin gets the steal. 25 seconds left to play here in half number 1 now to Robbins. Robbins with the basketball, extra fine Haberman, and the Lobos look to be content to take the final shot here in the first half. Mitch Carlson yells out a play. A little head tap here from Muslin. Now under 10. Muslin looking for a ball screen. Gets one there by Robbins. Muslin goes hard inside. Off the window. No good. A rebound goes to Gilbert, and that's how we'll end this second quarter of play. The Lobos with 6 points in the second. The Broncos with 1 at the half. It's Lemoore Litchfield Marion 23. The Lisbon Broncos 11. It's Class B girls basketball on your live event.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of the locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll-free at 888-683-5253 or visit their website at nd-insurer.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
As we're on our halftime show here in Lisbon, it's the Lisbon Broncos and Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. The Lobos lead at 23-11 right now over Lisbon. Chase Miller and Lincoln Adair with you here from Lisbon, North Dakota. Taking a look at the first half numbers, Lemoore Litchfield Marion with 17 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second. The Lobos go 4 of 6 from the free throw line with 4 turnovers. 3 made threes, 5 players in the scoring column. For the Lisbon Broncos, 10 points in the first quarter, just 1 point in the second, and quite honestly, probably could be a little bit worse if you're a Bronco fan, but played enough quality defense to limit the Lobos to 6. Now it's just a matter of getting the offensive going, as the Broncos had 5 players in the scoring column. They go 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, 0 made threes, but 17 turnovers here for the Broncos. Broncos out-rebounding the Lobos by 4 at 16-12. Taking a look at the individual numbers, LLM led by Molly Muslin, the 5'9 senior guard with 10 points. She's 3 of 4 from the charity stripe with a made 3. Tessa Rasmussen has a 3-pointer. She's got 6. 4 points then by Molly Robbins, and 3 points by Abby Haberman. Haberman with 3 points and 3 rebounds to make up LLM's 23 points. For the Lisbon Broncos, 4 points and 2 boards by Ellie Rieger. You have 2 points then by Cheyenne Waletsko, Kaya Heckrell, and alongside Kaya Sweet, Taylor Gilbert with 1 point, but has 6 rebounds here in the contest for Lisbon. At the half, again, it's Lemoore Litchfield-Marion 23, the Lisbon Broncos 11. As we continue on our halftime show, we come back, we'll take a look at what's to come for LLM and alongside Lisbon next week, and what we have upcoming this weekend and next week here on your live events. Again, at the half, 23-11, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion leads it over the Lisbon Broncos on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
At the half, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion 23, the Lisbon Broncos 11. Let's take a look at what's to come here for Lemoore Litchfield-Marion and Lisbon. Lisbon, after tonight, they'll play at Hankinson in Region 1 play on December the 7th. So on Tuesday, then they'll have a week off before they go up against Tri-State on December the 14th. For Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion, they'll have their next 3 games will be out of region and out of district games as they'll partake in the Barnes County tournament going up against Maple River on Tuesday on December the 7th at VCSU. Then they'll play the 9th and the 11th as well before at Allendale, then at Sargent County on December 14th and December the 16th. Coming up on Your Live Event, go to yourliveevent.com, or you can follow us on social media as well, or just go to YouTube, Your Live Event. The games are free. You can watch them on demand for free as well. Tomorrow, International Falls against Detroit Lakes in girls hockey tomorrow afternoon. On Tuesday, we get back into some wrestling. Valley City and Wahpeton with Lisbon in a triangular on Tuesday night. For the Broncos, we'll have EDC boys and girls basketball Tuesday night. Shanley and Davies, a 25th Street showdown in Fargo. That'll be on Tuesday. Then you take a look at what's coming up ahead. Also on Saturday afternoon, North Border and Northern Cass in Class B boys basketball. So go to yourliveevent.com. You can check out the complete rundown, check out broadcast archives from games that we had from the fall and so far from what we had in the winter as well. At the half, 23-11, Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion leads it over the Lisbon Broncos. That does it for our halftime show. As when we come back, we'll get started for the third quarter here on Your Live Event.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Back here in Lisbon, the Lisbon Broncos and the Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion Lobos. Fun contest so far in what we've seen in this game. Two teams trying to find each other a little bit here in just terms of getting that rhythm up and down the floor. But two teams as well that just continue to find ways as the season will progress with some really good competition. Region 1, Region 3 always brings out some of the best across the state of North Dakota. It doesn't matter what particular season, there's always going to be some talent on the floor. As we get set to go here in this third quarter of play. Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion will come out a little man-to-man defense as they'll look to try to get a turnover start. They get hustled on the floor, and the ball goes right into head coach Barb Sweet in the bench. For the Lisbon Broncos, they'll have Kaya and Asha Sweet, Heckrell out there. Well, let's go. We'll start this third quarter of play, and in there will be Gilbert as Rieger is on the sideline. Gilbert's going to drive hard on the inside, spins, and then traveled with the basketball. For Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion, they'll come out with Wendell. Yeah, Molly Robbins, Molly Muslin on the floor, Haberman and Rasmussen, the original starting five here for LLM. Man-to-man defense, ball goes left-hand side. Shot fake there by Rasmussen. We got a legal ball screen on Rasmussen. That'll be her third and the team's first. And the one thing for head coach Mitch Carlson, that's the one player that's been battling some foul trouble with her and Bailey Kelly. As Lisbon will be in the front court now. Ball gets skipped to Heckrell. Heckrell will handle it there, leaves it to Sweet. Sweet thought about a three. Bounce pass on the inside to Gilbert. Gilbert running around. Jumper is good. Gilbert now with 3 points and 6 rebounds, and the Broncos are back within 10. Wendell, top of the key, leaves it off now to Muslin. Muslin will handle it there, back to left-hand side to Rasmussen. Rasmussen takes the ball screen to the right wing now to Wendell. Wendell with the shot fake, gives it up top. That'll be in the hands of Muslin. Drive, kick out Robbins. Robbins gets by Waletzko. The left block off the window, good for 2. Molly Robbins now has 6 and just kind of makes you slow and steady that time by the Lobos. Very patient as they bring up a little pressure here and they get the steal. Getting her hand in the passing lane is Rasmussen. Up the other end of the floor, Sweet tries to get a steal back. Wendell use up that dribble. Rasmussen jumper on the way, and a deep 3 is good. Tessa Rasmussen now has 9, and it's a 5-2 run to start this second half here for the Lobos as they lead it by 15. Gilbert with the basketball. Shovel pass goes right through the legs of Waletzko, and then Robbins make that Muslin able to get the steal, and the pass goes up the floor to Rasmussen. Her shot underneath is off the mark, and Gilbert gets the rebound. Great hustle on the far side there by Muslin as she wasn't even looking to get that pass. More trying to get the save instead of just pass it to a teammate. Jumper from the high post by Asha Sweet is good. That's her first 2 points of the night. The Broncos are down by 13. LLM in the front court with Muslin. Muslin takes a ball screen, leaves it left-hand side to Rasmussen. Rasmussen going to be battling for it. Diving on the floor is Asha Sweet. Now it's just a matter of who's it off last, and they'll give the hustle point and say it was last touch by Tessa Rasmussen. So nice job by Asha Sweet, able to cause a turnover, the 6th of the contest for the Lobos. Emerson Schultz into the contest now for Lisbon. Also in is Ellie Rieger. Heckrell tries to set the pick for Rieger. Now Heckrell will handle it. In now for Lemoore Litchfield-Marion is Delabar. Ball goes on the inside to Rieger. Rieger from the right block. That one's going to be off the mark, and then Rieger gets the board, and she'll get a foul on the Lobos. Rieger with her 3rd rebound. This will be a foul on Molly Robbins, her first and team 2nd. One thing that Lisbon does have is size. Gilbert at 6 feet, Rieger at 5'10", Heckrell at 5'10". They try to get it to Heckrell. Molly Robbins was there to bat the basketball on a play. Lisbon set to inbound. Game started at 7:34, currently at 8:17 on this Friday night. Nice take on the way by Gilbert, unable to finish, however. Robbins collects her 4th rebound, then gives a steal the other way. 3rd turnover here by the Lobos in this 3rd quarter. They just had 4 in the first half alone. Emerson Schultz in the front court now, leaves a bounce pass. That'll go to Sweet, and the Broncos will set up the offense. Trying to get some post touches here. We've seen a couple of flashes to the high post work out here for Lisbon as well with that back cut. With it now is going to be Rieger. Rieger with the shot fake, drives, kick out, right-hand side, Sweet. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Gilbert with it. Gilbert spins, hangs, tries to finish with the left hand and does. Gilbert 4 points in the corner. She's got 5 in the game, and the Broncos are back within 11. Midway point here of quarter number 3. Robbins going to drive. She gets to the rim but can't finish with the right hand. Gilbert gets the miss. Gilbert going to be working on a potential double-double here tonight. Lisbon now with Sweet as they'll leave it to Kaya. Kaya Sweet crossing over, fires the pass to Heckrell, has to climb the ladder. Might want to check her hands for Stickum after that one. Heckrell's going to shoot it, jumper off the mark, no, and then trying to save it was Robbins underneath. Well, let's go back in, and Asha Sweet will return for Lisbon. The Lisbon Broncos slated to inbound this one as they handle it to left-hand side to Schultz. Schultz had a nice performance off the bench, 6 points. Did a lot of the dirty work for Barb Sweet against the Maple River Raiders back on Tuesday night. And we're going to get a tie-up here. The jump ball will favor Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. Lobos always a quality team coming out of a very tough region, and Region 3 in girls basketball a few years ago as Medina Pingree Buchanan. Carrington got out of there last season. Kidder County has been a team that kind of has a couple really good years and maybe a rebuilding year. The Lobos, that's before you say an Oaks or a Lytton HMB. Region 3 for girls basketball been fun to watch the last couple of seasons. Lobos coming off a staggered screen as Robbins, posting up on the inside is Delabar. Robbins takes a couple of dribbles as she handles it now to the top of the key. Ball goes between the circles to Tessa Rasmussen. Rasmussen goes to the baseline. Hank shoots a tough 8-footer, no good. Ball goes out of play. Last touch by Waletsko, and give the hockey rebound, if you will, not assist, to Rasmussen. And we got a timeout on the floor as Mitch Carlson wants to talk things over. 3:15 left to go in the third. The Lobos up by double figures here on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drug Store remind you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lemoore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine are available. Plus, get your flu shot today. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales, and let Lemoore Drug Store be your one-stop shop for Christmas gifts and holiday decor. Lemoore Drug Store, located at the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugStore.com. From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the...
Back here in Lisbon, 28-17, Lobos lead it over the Lisbon Broncos. After the first half, it was 11, make that a 12-point lead for the Lobos. They see it down to 11 right now, so neither team has really gained an advantage in the 4.5 minutes here to start this second half. Robbins going to drive down the baseline. Schultz able to cut her off. Ball goes to the left-hand side. 3 on the way, no. Rebound, though, underneath to Muslin. Muslin then finds a teammate there in Rasmussen. As Rasmussen almost lost it. 3-pointer, deep one, no. Heckrell collects the miss off the window. She's got her 4th rebound. Just feel like Lisbon's a good 4-0, 5-0 run from really putting some pressure on LLM. On the opposite side, if you're the Lobos and you get a 5-0 run, you might be able to close the game off. High arching 3! Splash City! Asha Sweet now with 5, and the Broncos are back within single digits. Ball up and over, trying to get it into the 8th grader there, Delabar. Delabar with a great seal off her right hip, and a better find there from the wing by the Lobos, and they get the answer back up by 10. With it, it's going to be Gilbert. Well, let's go posting up. Lobos looking backdoor. Oh, nice find. Schultz cuts backdoor. Gilbert with the assist. Emerson Schultz gets in the scoring column here, and here comes the scoring. Late in the third quarter, trying to go the other way. Losing it up is going to be Rasmussen. Ball goes out of bounds off of Waletsko. Wendell returns to the floor for the Lobos. Checking back in will be Ellie Rieger and Kaya Sweet here for Lisbon. But the last 2-3 possessions for the Broncos have been about their best offensive possessions we've seen here tonight in terms of just some movement and getting the ball around the horn. Heckrell doing a nice job on the guard there of Muslin. Ball goes now around the horn to Muslin. Top the key to Robbins. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Lisbon really getting up the lane. Wendell looks back door and then traveled with the basketball. Good pressure defense by Sweet. Kaya Sweet kind of got Wendell a little bit going quicker than she wanted, and don't look now, a bucket here for the Broncos would make it a 2-possession game late here in the third. Ball goes left-hand side to Taylor Gilbert. Gilbert will handle it there. Trying to see this weaving action now to Sweet. Kaya crossing over, thought about a 3, spins to Gilbert, looking inside to Rieger. Rieger trying to post up. Gilbert handles it now at the right short corner, and we'll have a traveling violation there on the Broncos. Checking back in for LLM will be Abby Haberman, the 5'6" senior with 3 points and 3 boards so far here for head coach Mitch Carlson. Lobos, season opener, trying to get to 1-0 on the year for the Broncos after losing to the Maple River Raiders, trying to get to 1-1. This a non-region contest for both teams. With it's going to be Delabar coming off a screen. Wendell on a little pick-to-picker play on the inside. A jumper coming by Haberman. Haberman's going to get fouled in the act of shooting. They do a nice job on the interior where they run off a guard, and then they go block to block for the screen. The foul will come to Sweet, her first, team's first, at the free throw line shooting 2. That one will rattle out by Haberman. Schultz will come in for Heckrell, but the Lobos again coming, that wing comes off either block, and then whoever sets the pick goes across the other side to get. She will set another pick, and then she'll come up to the top of the key and try to hit a jumper. So Lobos have ran that play a couple times, and they've been able to get a couple threes and also get to the free throw line as they did there. Abby goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Lisbon down by 9, trying to make it 6. Sweet three-pointer, a little off balance. Ball goes out of play into the Lobos. See what the Lobos do here with the shot clock and game clock differential. 14 seconds between the two. Sometimes teams try to quickly get up and try to get a 2-for-1 here. Wanting to almost pull one from 30 feet was Wendell. Wendell thought better of it. Shot fake there, going on the inside now to Haberman. Haberman, her shot is swatted away. Rieger gets the block on the interior with 16 seconds left here on the shot clock. Lobos to inbound with Robbins. Robbins on the left short corner, finds Muslin, 15-footer. That one's gonna be off the front iron and a board to Ellie Rieger, her 4th. Lisbon can take the final shot of the third quarter as Barb Sweet just saying, hold it up, run some clock, and let's try to get a good shot off. Well, this will help. Nice find, a jumper rattling out. Ball gets tipped right in the hands of Muslin. Muslin goes to the other end of the floor, under 5 seconds here. Finds a teammate, Robbins, three-pointer off the front iron. Board will come underneath, and that's how we'll end this third quarter of play. After 3 quarters here in Lisbon tonight, it's the Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos 31, the Lisbon Broncos 22 here on your live event.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Right after.
As we're back here on your live event, 8 minutes left to play in regulation. The Lobos and the Lisbon Broncos, LLM, up by 9 right now as the Broncos will start with the ball in this fourth quarter, but there's the steal. Muslin gets the pick, and now she'll handle the offense up the floor to Wendell. Wendell with the basketball, rips it through, takes a couple of hard left-handed hip-high dribbles. Now in the hands of Muslin. Muslin takes the ball, screen, lane opens up, goes hard down the paint, forces one off, no good, but we have a foul underneath. The offensive board by Abby Haberman, her 4th, and she'll go to the free throw line as she was fouled in the act of shooting by Kaya Sweet, her 2nd and the team's 2nd. Lisbon outscored the Lobos in the third quarter 11-8. Free throw attempt is good for Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Ellie Rieger will check in, leading the floor right now for Lisbon. 5 points of Asha Sweet and 5 by Taylor Gilbert. Leading the floor for Lemoore Litchfield Marion is Molly Muslin with 10, held scoreless in the third quarter. Second free throw attempt off the mark. Rieger with her 5th rebound. And that was a time for the Lisbon Broncos, down by 10. Can't have too many more possessions where you don't get anything out of an outcome. This will work. Emerson Schultz at the left block. Give the assist to Rieger. Schultz with the 2 points, and the Broncos are back with an 8. The Lobos, Wendell will spin at the top of the key, uses up that dribble. Sweet, they're trying to get the steal. Sweet saves it. Then coming out of nowhere, the cousin of Asha Sweet. Here it goes to Schultz. Schultz goes hard down the paint. Little left-hand runner, good for 2. It's a 4-0 run here by the Broncos, who are galloping, trailing it by 6. What a find and what a play, though, by Kaya Sweet. Muslin the other way, lost it off her handle. Heckrell there on the guard. And the Broncos right now have a little momentum. Sweet will bring it up the floor. And is trying to post up on the left-hand side. Looks to be Rieger. Rieger with it there on the left block. Hang, shoot, shot, no. Heckrell rebound. She goes up, and Robbins got enough of that one. Then we're going to get a foul here on the Lisbon Broncos. Foul here will be on Kaya Sweet, her third, team's third, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. 6:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. Don't you go anywhere. Lobos leading it by 6 on your live event.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show where we'll name you our player of the game. Also take a look ahead and take a look at the final numbers. That's all still to come, our post-game show. Trailing it by 9 to start the fourth quarter. The Lobos have seen that 9-point lead now down to 6. Broncos a couple nice hustle plays and got 4 points by Emerson Schultz in this fourth quarter. And the Lobos right now for the timeout by Mitch Carlson. Taking that timeout, they'll have a couple remaining. Both teams right now with 3 left, and good passing. We'll go right to the right block there of Rasmussen. Rasmussen has scored in every quarter. She leads the floor with 11 now for LLM. And the Lobos, after that timeout, able to get the 2 points and stop a little bit of the bleeding. With it now is Sweet. Asha, top of the key, leaves it to Kaya. Around the horn to Heckrell. Heckrell up the right baseline, back up the floor. Posting up on the inside is Rieger. Rieger asking for it. Now she has to reposition herself to not get a 3-second call. Rieger takes a couple dribbles, and coming through and getting a steal is going to be Rasmussen. Rasmussen with it. Heckrell chasing her down. Rasmussen throws one up, and a foul here on Heckrell. Heckrell will get called for her second, team's fourth, and shooting 2 at the line for the Lobos is Tessa. Rasmussen 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The free throw attempt is up and good. 7 of 11 as a team for LLM from the charity stripe. Second free throw attempt on the way for the sophomore. That one hits the back tab, and a rebound here by Kaya Sweet. Sweet, that will have her third. And the Broncos trailing it by 9, 5:20 left to play here in regulation. Heckrell to the right baseline. They're just going to dare her to shoot. So Heckrell looks for a dribble pull up. And jumper is going to be long, and a board comes down to Rasmussen. Then we're going to get a steal, and then this will be on the floor. So Heckrell able to jump the passing lane. A foul then on Rasmussen, her 4th, team's 3rd. Lisbon with 4 team fouls. The Lobos currently right now with 3. Both teams again with 3 timeouts remaining. Next jump ball will favor the Lobos. Well, let's go in the inside. Ball gets intercepted by Muslin. Ball goes out of bounds right in front of head coach Mitch Carlson. It will stay with the Lobos. Turnover 25 for Lisbon here tonight. The Lobos have had 11. Part of the reason why LLM leads it by 9. The Lobos trying to hang on for their season opening victory. Broncos looking for that comeback, trying to do what Maple River did to them back on Tuesday. Coming up through a screen is Muslin. Muslin takes 2 hard dribbles, forces one up off the mark, no good, and Heckrell gets the rebound. She's got 2 points and 6 boards, but more importantly, he's played some good defense against Muslin here in the second half. And the Broncos set up the offense with Sweet. Asha gets a pick by Let's Go. Open, the Broncos need it. 3-pointer off the front iron. And a board comes to Robbins, her 5th. Robbins quickly up the other end of the floor to Muslin. Muslin left wing 3 in transition, and it's good, and a timeout on the floor. Muslin with 13 points will take the break with them. 4:16 left to play in regulation. 38-26. Lobos lead it here on your live event.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinnett, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll-free at 888-683-5253 or visit the website at nd-insurer.com.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on.
After the timeout here, Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion up by 12 with just over 4 minutes to play. Lisbon on the inside. They're going to go to Rieger off the backboard, no good. Rebound made by Robbins, and the Broncos apply some pressure, and Sweet almost gets the steal. Robbins collects her 6th rebound of the game. She's got 6 points and 6 boards. Very productive night so far for the senior. Broncos will come out in that diamond full court press. The Lobos use the sideline for it. Now they give it to Delabar. Delabar in the paint almost sees it stolen away with Sweet as the Lobos have an open player there in Haberman. Now it goes to Robbins. Robbins will handle it, and the Lobos can be selective here, trying to milk the clock a little bit, limit possessions, up by 12. Muslin, little hesitation, dribble, gets by Heckrow, goes hard to the paint. That one's going to rattle in for 2. Muslin with 5 points here in the fourth quarter, the last 5 for LLM, and she might be putting the Broncos away here late in the fourth. Ball goes to Heckrell. Heckrell looking backdoor. 3-pointer on the way by Sweet instead. That is short off the front iron. Trying to post up on the inside was Rieger. Substitution here for the Lobos. This will be with Rasmussen. And they're going to say the ball was deflected and touched, so pardon me. It will be Bronco basketball here, as Lisbon has 6 players right now on the floor, as they're going to have to take someone off, and Barb Sweet just grabs Gilbert and says, come to the bench. Kind of like hockey a little bit there. Hard on the inside was going to be Sweet. Lost it for a moment, and Lobos collect it with Muslin. Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion sees a little full court press. Robbins has to climb the ladder, does, gets by her defender. Emerson Schultz chasing her down, playing a little defense here. As spinning going to be Robbins, takes a ball screen, then hands off to Rasmussen. Rasmussen goes through the paint, and oh, what a shot. Little English off the backboard, 2 by Tessa. 14 points here for Rasmussen, and then you got Muslin with 15. They have 29 of the Lobos, 42 points. Sweet goes hard down the paint the other side. Kaya off the mark, but going to go out of play. That's touched off of Rasmussen, and the Lobos' little run in the last minute and a half looks to have sealed this one away, as the Broncos try to get it in before a 5 count. They do with the second to spare to Rieger, but then Rieger traveled with the basketball. For Lisbon after tonight, right back on the docket again on Tuesday in Hankinson against the Pirates before a week off for their next game on the 14th of December against Tri-State here in Lisbon. Rasmussen will slow it up now as Muslin will call out the offense. Muslin looking for a ball screen by Robbins, takes it. Muslin finds it on the pick and roll now to Robbins, and Robbins will dribble it back out to the top of the key. Ball gets reversed around the horn to Rasmussen. Rasmussen playing a 2-man game on the right-hand side. That one off the mark and a board to Ellie Rieger. Rieger has 6 rebounds, Gilbert with 9. That's what they're going to do throughout the season. Now it just needs a little bit more of the offensive variety. With 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter, we'll break with them. Late in this contest, it's 42-26. Lobos with the edge on your live event.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713. Lemoore Litchfield Marion looking to get to 1-0 on the season under the direction of head coach Mitch Carlson for the 9th year as the head coach here for the Lobos. The opposite side for head coach Barb Sweet and the Lisbon Broncos. We'll see if they draw up with 2 timeouts now remaining after they took the quick time. Still to come, name you our player of the game. Get to the final numbers in this one and take a look ahead. A contest that's 66 minutes old. All difference if you're a Class A basketball fan in North Dakota. Quarters instead of halves. And also, there's 4 less minutes in Class B action than Class A, as Class B plays 16 minutes in the halves, while Class A plays 18, to Class B playing 16. Schultz at the left wing gets cut off there by Robbins. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Taking a couple of dribbles, going to be Rieger as she goes to the left block, to the right block. We get a little bit of a hand check there underneath by Kelsey Alber, the 5'2 freshman. On Haberman. Haberman will pick up her second. And just the team's 4 2 shots upcoming here for Rieger. Rieger makes the first. Lisbon 4 of 5 from the free throw line here tonight. Second free throw attempt on the way by the Broncos. Missed to cut the deficit to 14 points. That one is going to be off the mark. Heckrell jumps up for that one. Rieger almost gets the steal. Instead goes to Robbins. Robbins up the floor to Muslin. They find it in transition to Rasmussen. That's what you like if you're a coach. Don't need to dribble. Get 2 passes, and you get 2/3 of the way up the floor, and now you can milk some time. Open underneath. That's going to be Haberman. Kick out now to Wendell, and the Lobos just milking some clock. Rasmussen's going to drive. Sweet gets to the deck. Now to Heckrell. Heckrell almost stole it. Now to Muslin. Muslin at the free throw line. 5 seconds. They have to shoot a 3. That one is good, and that could be the dagger. Haberman now with 8 points in the game, and the Lobos lead it by 18. Rieger on the interior. Rieger trying to muscle her way on the inside, and we're going to get a jump ball. The possession goes to the Lobos. For head coach Mitch Carlson and LLM, they'll find a way. In this contest, it was down to single digits early in the fourth quarter, 32-26 with 6:17 left in the fourth. After a couple made buckets by Emerson Schultz, you thought, hey, Lisbon gaining some life, getting some momentum on their side, but after Mitch Carlson called the timeout, they were able to get 2 points, and they never looked back from that particular juncture. Since then, it's been a 13-1 run for Lemoore Litchfield Marion with 6:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. So a timeout, kind of the difference maker a little bit here for the Lobos. Checking out will be Haberman. Full court press continues by Lisbon. This diamond and one. This one in the backcourt now with it. It's going to be Rasmussen. It's stolen away by Emerson Schultz. Schultz goes hard to the paint, finishes with a 2-point. She's got 8. Heckrell tries to get a steal with that 5'10 frame. Tiptoe on the end line. We're going to have the ball goes out of bounds on a turnover here. Good job by Heckrell as she took a full self-esteem of Tessa Rasmussen. Lobo bench thought Rasmussen might have fouled out. They're just going to say that she stepped out of bounds before the offensive charge with 24.6 seconds to play. Heckrell gets it into Sweet. Now to Kaya Sweet. The Broncos got to go quickly here. Sweet, little shovel pass on the inside to Rieger. Rieger sees one hit the deck, and we're going to get a jump ball as Rieger almost collides with 2 Lobos on the inside. She's having a good laugh with Georgia Lettenmeyer, the 5'10 freshman. With this result, Lisbon will drop to 0-2 on this season. And the Lobos will get ready for the Barnes County basketball tournament on Tuesday. Lisbon slated to inbound after the jump ball. Lisbon handles it with Sweet. Sweet with the ball fake. Leaves it up the floor now. Top of the key, Rieger dead on 3. It's going to be short. Ball will go out of play with 5.5 seconds left in regulation. Lobos will inbound it. As they do, all they have to do is just hold on to it, and they will win it. As they do, 45-29 is the final. The Broncos with 7 points in the fourth quarter, while the Lobos scored 14. Our post-game show is coming up next. Again, your final, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion 45, the Lisbon Broncos 29, here on your live event.
Anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take the step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of the locations in Lisbon, Gwinnett, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll free at 888-683-5253 or visit their website at nd-insurer.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
As we come back here on our post-game show, again, your final, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion wins their season opener tonight in Lisbon, 45-29, the final here for Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. As we take a look at some of the final numbers, first we'll start with the team numbers. LLM, they finished with 5 players in the scoring column. They would go 7 of 12 from the free throw line with 6 made three-pointers. The Lobos with 13 turnovers in the contest. For the Lisbon Broncos, they go 4 of 6 from the line with 1 made 3 in tonight's action. 7 players in the scoring column, but their Achilles heel was the turnovers with 28 here tonight. Individual numbers, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion 15 points by Molly Muslin. She had 10 of her 15 in the first half with 2 made threes, going 3 of 4 from the line. 14 points then by Tessa Rasmussen. Rasmussen with a very collective, productive evening, scoring in every quarter. She had 2 made threes, and she would finish 2 of 4 from the line. Rasmussen with 14 points. 8 points then by Abby Haberman. 6 points by Molly Robbins. Robbins also with 7 rebounds, then 2 points by Nora Delabar. Delabar with 2 points in the third. Rose Wendell was scoreless, but she had a couple of three-pointers, a couple of assists here for the Lobos. Again, LLM led by Molly Muslin with 15 points. For the Lisbon Broncos, they're paced by Emerson Schultz, scoring 8 points. 6 of the 8 came in quarter number 4. Asha Sweet had a main three-pointer. She finished with 5, alongside with Taylor Gilbert with 5 points and 9 rebounds, then 5 points by Ellie Rieger with 6 boards as well. 2 points apiece then by Wiletsko and Kyra Heckrell. Heckrell had 6 boards and 2 points by Kaya Sweet here for the Lisbon Broncos. Again, your final 45-29. It's now time to name your players of the game. For Lemoore Litchfield-Marion, you could very easily give it to Molly Muslin because she hit a three-pointer, got a two-pointer to kind of put things away late in the fourth quarter. But Tessa Rasmussen, we'll give it to the sophomore just because Rasmussen just seemed to be a little bit everywhere here tonight for Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. So Rasmussen 1A, Muslin 1B for LLM. And for the Lisbon Broncos, got to give it up to Emerson Schultz. When they cut the deficit down to 6 with 6:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's because of a couple of her plays getting to the rim, a good power move on the inside. Emerson Schultz, this 5'9 sophomore, is their player of the game for the Lisbon Broncos. So here's a look ahead. Lisbon, their next contest at Hankinson on Tuesday. Lamore Litchfield-Marion, they will play Maple River, the Raiders, on Tuesday as part of the Barnes County Tournament. And for the complete coverage of this game or to rewatch anything, go online, and you can do so by searching Your Live Event on YouTube or go to yourliveevent.com to check out the complete schedule of what we have for games coming up throughout the winter months as well. On behalf of Pat Adair, thank you very much. The activities director down here in Lisbon, always accommodating us really well. His son Lincoln running the camera. I'm Chase Miller, repeating tonight's final from Lisbon. A final. Lamore Litchfield-Marion goes to 1-0 on the season with a 45-29 win over the Lisbon Broncos. Stay safe and have a great rest of your Friday night.